here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 21 minutes after 9 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning from the Chamber of Commerce, Angie Moore, Executive Director, back with us. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
As always like having you on. How's life at the Chamber this morning?
It's going really well. We're when I was looking over everything, preparing to come on today, we actually have quite a few things happening in the next month or so.
The fall is busy as can be, and you know, just personal lives and everything with sports and all that. But the Chamber's equally as busy with sports and everything else too, just like the community is.
And it's not traditional busy like we have had in the past.
Yeah.
But we are very busy. For example, this Friday, between 10 o'clock and 10:30 is a big ribbon cutting for the Loveless Healthcare Center that is located at 1627 South Union.
Okay.
And they're going to have speakers. It's going to be huge pomp and circumstance. It's going to be a big to-do for their new facility on Union. So please come out.
Are they still in their 100th anniversary celebration? Or is that kind of over now? I'm not sure.
I can't remember.
I know, but I remember earlier this year, Loveless, when we were talking about their 100
years of Loveless. It may be because we're doing it. It's a huge deal. Like they have a script and like all kinds of elected officials are going to be there giving speeches and stuff. And so I'm excited.
Good deal. So come see the new facilities and see all that stuff that's there as they're expanding here in Roswell.
Yes.
That's about 10 o'clock this Friday.
10 o'clock this Friday.
Okay. Very good. So come on out. Again, that's on Union.
Yes, on South Union, 1627 South Union. And of course, it'll be on our website. Yeah. If it isn't already, I can't remember if it's up there or not.
Should be on the calendar there.
But
if it's not,
I try to do a pretty good job of keeping everything updated on our calendar. And of course, to the community, if you guys have anything, even if you are not a member of the Chamber, if you have a community event that you want people to be aware of, please contact us and we will get it up on our website.
Very good.
That's what it's there for.
Absolutely. It's a community-driven place for everyone to come and find out what's happening. So put it up there so we all know. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Of course, as we get into October, we're starting to get all of the information for the different trunk or treats around town.
And probably more coming as we get into October here and everything else too.
Loveless is having their trunk or treat on Thursday, October 27th. From 4 to 7 at the hospital in their front parking lot.
Okay.
So there's an event. I know the zoo is doing their zoo Halloween.
Yes.
And we, as the Chamber, are partnering with them.
Night of the Living Zoo, I believe is what it's called. Yeah.
And we're partnering with them to help bring an organization in so they can be a part of it. Okay. Because we're not going to be able to physically be there ourselves the entire time.
Okay.
So we had talked with the zoo and I had asked them, I said, well, how else can we help? Because I know with, just a handful of people in our office, we're not going to be able to be there the entire time.
Yeah.
And so John said, well, why don't you partner with another organization that wouldn't ordinarily be able to go? So we are partnering with Way Off Broadway.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Good deal.
So they'll be able to have their booth out there and we can go out and just be supportive.
To be entertaining and we give them meat and potatoes. Of things.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's right. Nice. And so
while they do their acting stuff.
That's right. Cool. So be on the lookout for all that stuff. And of course, if you want to participate in the trunk or treat for Loveless on our website and of course in our weekly email, we have provided the sign up information as well. We've got the Republican Party of Chaves County and the Democrat Party of Chaves County are partnering together to do a voter integrity.
Yes, they were on last Friday, I think, to talk about that.
I'm so excited about all of this. And that is, never mind. That was last weekend. Never mind. See, I've slept and I forget what's going on.
I know we had them on Friday to talk about it,
but that was last weekend, and that was super cool because both parties came together to prove that our voting machines in Chaves County are not rigged. There's nothing hokey going on. That if you go vote, your vote is being counted. It is being counted accurately.
And all sides agree on that.
Yes.
That's
and so it was a really cool event on that one. Another thing that is going on, it started this last weekend and will go through the end of October. Lauren Clay is a artisan in resident here in Roswell, and her art is being displayed. Let me read this.
What kind of
out
art
at the
does she
museum.
do? Does she do paintings or something else?
I'm not exactly sure the exact medium that she uses, but Roswell Museum has sent us the information that she is Roswell's artist in resident. Lauren Clay, Phantom Stare is the name of her exhibit.
Okay.
Her grand opening was this last Friday, but her exhibit goes through October 23rd.
So come to the museum.
Go to the museum, check it out.
Yeah.
And museum hours are 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day.
Yeah. And, of course, when you say it was the 3rd?
Through the 23rd.
Okay. So
you have all of October.
And if you want to save a little money, wait till that second Saturday in October there, and you can go on the free day.
Correct.
And check it out for free. So
correct.
Just a little, but if you can't wait till then, it's very affordable to go and check it out. So.
It is, and the museum itself is just fantastic. So please go out, support them. We've got the General's Cup this weekend, which is the big fundraiser that NEMI holds.
Yeah.
To help the scholarships for the kids.
So the links will be crowded this weekend with the golfers.
And the chamber, we partner with them. This will be our second year partnering with the General's Cup. We will be sitting on the 10th hole, and we are doing what's called the Tiger. It's called the Tiger hole.
Okay, it's like a one. If you make the shot one, or
no, actually, if you pay, I believe it's $10 per golfer. You don't have to tee off at the tee box. You get to take your first shot at the 150 mark.
Oh, okay.
So you only have to do 150 yards instead of the full 10.
Gotcha. But you get the full par 4 or whatever that hole
correct.
is. Gotcha.
And so last year, only one person got past us. So my goal is to get 100% participation.
And that person will not get past you again.
Oh, no. And they were teased mercilessly for 2 days. Every time when I saw him, I'm like, that guy over there, don't be that guy. And at lunch both days, he was like, thanks a lot. And I said, well, all it was $10. Like, I'm not asking a lot.
There you go.
I just needed your money.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't do it. His buddies even did it.
There you go.
And they were like, and so for the next
public ridicule is what was needed there.
I was like, don't be that guy. Because there were a couple of guys that were like, well, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
That guy over there, you see that guy right there?
Don't be like that guy.
And of course, my husband was teasing this morning. He goes, I'm not going to do it. And I was like, well, then for you, there will be a dunce cap. And you will be wearing that dunce cap for 2 rounds of golf.
Well, put a chin strap on it just so it stays in place.
I'll staple it or super glue it.
In case it's a little windy on Saturday.
So we're excited to work with the General's Cup and the Institute.
Good
to do
deal.
that. Job Corps is getting going. And one of the things they would like to start is a flag football league.
Okay.
For students 14, they would like to try to do 2 different age brackets, 14 to 17.
Okay.
And then 18 and older.
Okay. So high school and adult.
Correct.
Gotcha.
And I said, when you mean 18 and older, and they were like, no, 18 and older.
Okay.
Obviously, they're trying to kind of keep it around the age group of the students that they have at Job Corps.
Yeah.
But if there's a bunch of adults that want to have their own kind of teams, then Job Corps totally supports it because they're just trying to think of some fun and exciting things to do around town that we don't already have.
Yeah.
And I hadn't heard of a flag football league.
No, not for adults.
For adults. And so if anybody's interested, you can either contact us at the chamber or you can contact Job Corps. If you call us at the chamber, we'll just put you in touch with the appropriate people.
Gotcha. Very good.
So,
but yeah. And then, of course, obviously, if you have students that qualify and are interested in Job Corps, please reach out to them. They do now that we're kind of post-COVID, they're back full swing doing their thing. So they're I imagine they're playing a little catch up themselves after a couple years of being hamstrung a little bit here.
And they've got a new team out there. I want to say a whole new team because I'm constantly meeting new people that are out there, and every single person at Job Corps that I've met is fantastic.
Excellent.
So let's really get out and help them out.
Plus, it sounds like a good way to get your buddies together for a little fun activity and start a team up. And, now you got Oh, we got league night. We're going to go play our flag football, and then, and then everyone goes to a bar or something afterwards.
That's right.
Yeah, it's just life. Live life.
Absolutely.
Have fun with life.
We've got Jazz Fest coming up. I don't have the dates in front of me. I couldn't find my flyer on my phone, but we have it up on the website. And like I said, Jazz Fest is coming up. You're going to see a full page ad in our magazine. It is at the publishers right now
so
at
it
the
should
printer.
Be
so
coming to mailboxes in the coming weeks here.
I would say within the next 14 days.
Okay.
If it's going to be longer than that, I would be very surprised.
Gotcha. Okay.
But we have a new editor. Her name is Trace Jolliffe. She's been with us for 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. And what she has done with a magazine in 3 weeks is just phenomenal.
Nice.
It is fantastic.
I got to meet her once. She seems like a real nice person.
She's a great fit.
Yeah. Good.
So we're excited to have her and to have the magazine come out. So, of course, we're jumping straight into our Christmas issue. So once again, anybody in the community that has, Christmassy things, if you're going to have your sales or a special pop-up boutique, whatever it may be, please contact us at the chamber because we want to make sure that we are getting you in the magazine because that magazine will drop right before Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. So everybody at Thanksgiving can look through the magazine, see what's going on, plan their shopping accordingly.
And every mailbox in Chaves County gets one.
Correct.
So that's a lot of people that get eyeballs on it. So,
yes.
So please consider as an option if you want to do some of that, or if you've got something to contribute to it. Please, it's we get quite a big circulation of people that utilize it, read it, look at it.
Just short of 30,000 households.
Yeah, that's
so it's
a nice little chunk of people there. So.
Absolutely, and we're getting great feedback every time we crank out another magazine on the articles and the people that we are we're highlighting.
Good.
So we're excited.
So a couple weeks here should be popping up in your mailboxes here pretty quick. So.
And then, of course, we're in the middle of election season. Mm-hmm. So one of the things that's going to be on the ballot this year is Bond C, because there's always, during presidential and governor elections, we always have all the bonds and stuff. And the important bond that we are asking everybody to vote yes on is Bond C. Mm-hmm. And that's the bond that's going to help both the Institute and Eastern New Mexico University out there on the campus.
Yeah, Roswell there.
They've got a couple of different projects, especially the college has a couple of different projects that they're trying to get funded.
We actually had Dr. Powell on yesterday talking about those. So if you missed it, you can go back and check out if you want to know exactly what they're going to use it for. He said it all there in that interview.
Yeah,
so.
And they're not allowed to say, please vote. They can just say,
we can, but
vote,
they can't. Yeah.
But I can, so please go vote for Bond C. It's not going to raise your taxes. Your taxes stay the same as they are.
It's a general obligation bond that they need the will of the people to approve every year. And you won't see an increase in taxes and things. And for the most part, people have been approving it. So it's a good thing, but we want to make sure that keeps happening. The other one that's on people's radar is kind of in the same thing as Bond B.
Yes.
Which is for the libraries. Same deal, but for the libraries. So the Roswell Public Library, Eastern Mexico University Library, the high school libraries, they all benefit from
So
that.
Please vote for both those bonds. It's very important. Yeah. Until I got really active, I didn't understand the importance of bonds because I used to be that person that would just vote for candidates and then flip over your ballot. And I voted no on all of those bonds until I started to do my homework and realized these bonds are pretty important.
Absolutely. They're very valuable to communities.
So please, B and C for sure. Go vote. We want to continue to fund our libraries, have books there for our children. Bond C, if I can remember, one of the projects that the college wants to do is the fire suppression.
Yes, I think you're right.
For some of their buildings, because there's a couple of buildings that they have younger students, and so they have to have that fire suppression in order to continue to provide those classes and those services.
Yeah, you're right. And I want to say NMMI is doing a dining hall expansion.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. They're going to pretty much double the size of the dining hall. Mm-hmm. And as a parent of a graduate of NAMI, that dining hall does need to be expanded because the general would like to be able to have all the students be able to have a meal together. And right now they kind of have to have shifts, or they have to be extremely crammed into this little space.
How's your soup? Good.
Oh, yeah. And talking to my son, that is 100% how it was. He was like, you're very much shoulder to shoulder as it is right now if they try to have everybody in there.
Gotcha. Yeah. So, and obviously for folks that don't know, that most of the facilities there are historical landmarks on that campus. So anytime they do any kind of upgrades or renovations, it's pricey and kind of tumultuous because there's a lot of process steps that they have to follow that a non-historical building do not have to follow. So that adds expense, time, all kinds of logistics to anything they do out there. So so this money's greatly appreciated. So please vote for the bonds B and C to help these help these campuses.
It goes for the children.
Absolutely.
Help the children.
Exactly.
And so those, that's just a little bit of the things that are that we're doing right now. There's always new things in my email when I get back to the office. There's always new voicemails on different things that are coming up. And like I said, with us very quickly, I can't believe that we're almost done with September.
I know.
And it's a long month. And I blinked and we have 1 week left.
Do we have any updates on the sponsorship for the college, the bowl game?
So I don't have any more updates on the sponsorship.
I know you're still looking
but
for
we are
items.
looking for items in our gift bags.
Okay.
For the students. We just got, there's a wonderful local lady that makes magnets. And so she has made 200 magnets that look like the state of New Mexico.
Nice.
That we're going to put in everybody's bags. And then we're collecting other items as well. So if you are a business that would like to donate an item for these players that will be in town in December.
We're kind of hoping something kind of New Mexico centric, but it doesn't have to be necessarily.
But it doesn't have to be. It can be anything that you think that these college kids would really enjoy. And of course, I have no doubt that we're going to have some pens and some pads of paper, which the kids they'll use it.
Yeah.
But let's try to make it very New Mexico, very Chaves County, South, East New Mexico. Because keep in mind that these kids have probably never been to our state, much less to our city. Mm-hmm. So let's really show them how cool we are.
Well, and plus they're college kids, right?
Yes.
So they all live in dorms or something, like that. You know what I mean? So we all know what dorm life is like. What's kind of things that dorm people need? Snacks, jerky, things like that. These are probably things that would be very popular for college age kids.
Absolutely.
To take back to their dorms and all that kind of stuff they'll actually utilize. So I'm thinking these jerky groups out here, maybe donate some jerky. Maybe, what do college kids like? What is that kind of stuff
We've got
into?
A pecan orchard and the pistachio orchard. We have a pistachio orchard in
snacks
town.
And things would be
Both
huge
of them
hits.
are donating pecans and pistachios to put in there. So we are.
Those would be huge winners. I know
it. They will.
As a teenage boy, which I'm thinking most of these are going to be football players.
I would imagine.
With their families and things. So they probably eat a ton of food.
Absolutely.
And everything else. So jerky, cookies, snack, all that stuff is probably very. I don't even know if it'd make it out of New Mexico, to be honest, but it might.
No, absolutely. And so that's the stuff. And of course, it's 200 bags that I have to stuff. But I understand that not everybody has quantities of 200.
Sure.
But if you have quantities of 50 or 100, that helps. And then everybody's bag is just slightly different.
Yeah.
And then come the day of stuffing, we'll just put everything out and we'll assembly line it and make sure that everybody's got some stuff. And we're asking for all items to be in the office by the first part of November, because then that gives us time to scramble if we need more items, but also time to start filling
gaps,
the bags. So that way, when the teams come into town and go to their hotel room, our plan is to have those bags in their room for everybody when they get there.
Excellent.
And the second thing we're working on is we have been asked to do 20 gift baskets for the coaches' wives.
Okay. So that's going to be a little bit more feminine, pampery type
correct.
stuff. Yeah.
And so we are actually reaching out to, 20 different, we're asking for 20 different companies or individuals or combination thereof, make a basket.
Okay.
If you would create a basket, you can make it however you want and bring it to the chamber. Once again, we are hoping to have all of these baskets in the chamber by around the 1st of November.
Okay.
Definitely no later than Thanksgiving. And the baskets, I understand, we're giving a little bit more time, obviously.
Well, those are probably themed gifts. So if a
Correct.
business is like, well, what represents us in New Mexico? And like, let's put the products in there that best represent New Mexico and what we do as a company.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because once again, we want those baskets to be in the rooms when they check in. And because the wives, tend to get overlooked.
Sure.
When they have to go travel with their husbands.
You know what might be handy in there is some of the travel, like lotions and things
exactly.
that people probably would use on the road, but also, take back with them, something like that.
Wines, soaps.
Yeah. Terry cloth robes.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And let it be, that's why we were
Yeah.
because I was kind of thinking at first that I would do all 12 baskets.
Mm-hmm.
And when I realized the cost for me to do 20 different baskets, I was like, you know what? Why don't we reach out to our community
Sure.
and ask our community? And then, of course, you guys can put your badging on it and say, this basket was donated by Sam and Sally Smith.
If you're a company that has an online presence, you'd be a fool not to do something like this.
Yes.
If you sell decor or soaps and things, and you have an online presence, why would you not do this? Because now you're building your out of community market there.
Correct.
When people, that lotion was to die for, but I'm out. Oh, let me get on their website. I can order more. And
absolutely.
And so if you're a local business that does have an online presence, that stuff. I mean, this is pretty cheap advertising for you.
Yeah.
Give it a try.
And these women are going to go back home. Once again, remember, these are people that probably have never been to New Mexico. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say have probably never been to Roswell either.
Sure.
Unless Nimi is one of the teams. And then how cool would that be, too?
That would be nice, too.
That ends up being one of our teams. But so like I said, we're looking for 20 individuals or companies or combination thereof. We need 20 gift baskets for the wives. And then we are looking for items to put in the bags for the players.
Gotcha.
And those quantities, I mean, if you've got 200 things that you want to stick in a box and bring to us, that's awesome. But if you only have, 50 or 100 of something, we're not going to say no. We just need some really cool items to stick in these bags for the players. And of course, we don't have to have, 1,000 different things to put in one bag.
Sure.
Each player probably only needs, I'd say, probably 15 things in the bag. Because if you start getting much more than that, I'm thinking it's going to look, overstuffed.
Well, if they get on a plane,
much.
It might be a carry-on problem, depending on where they're coming from, too.
So, once again, reach out to us if you'd like to help us, or just come drop it off at the chamber.
Sure.
I would love for that to be a happy little surprise.
And think out of the box. We're just throwing ideas out there, but if you've got something you think would even be cooler, bring it.
Absolutely.
Maybe it's decor, maybe it's just mementos, keepsakes, things.
Exactly.
Coin purses, whatever. Just stuff
any kind of cool thing. Because also remember, they're going to go home and they'll probably give something to their mom, their girlfriend, their cousin, their, grandma, grandpa, that kind of stuff. So any of that kind of stuff is greatly appreciated. For example, I know as the chamber, we're going to donate some lapel pins.
Okay.
We have some special lapel pins that we have created that have aliens and say Roswell on them, because that's always a big hit with anybody.
Sure, collectibles.
And so we're going to throw that in there. So yeah, anything that you guys can think of, stickers. I know the big thing for my 18-year-old son that is in college, and I'm so glad that he can't hear me talk because he'd be rolling his eyes. Those rubber bracelets that say, that they started off being for like
the
autism.
Livestrong ones.
Yes.
Yeah, now there's
but
a thousand
my
different
son
ones,
has been collecting those since he was 8 years old.
Okay.
And to this day, he still has certain ones that he wears all the time.
Okay.
So those kinds of things are a huge hit no matter your age.
Gotcha. Excellent. So,
but yeah,
percolate
please
here.
us.
You got about a month to get your stuff together here and get it to the chamber. But please put it on your radar. Start thinking and putting that stuff together. And if you have any questions about what would be good or not good, don't hesitate to call the chamber and ask. They'll tell you.
If you want to be helpful, 575-623-5695.
Yeah.
Or come visit us, 131 West 2nd. If you see my big white SUV out front, I'm there.
Yeah.
The door is probably going to be locked, but we have a doorbell.
Ring the doorbell. Yeah.
Please ring the doorbell. We'll come and open the door for you and let you in.
Yeah, that's just for security to make.
Yes.
Especially when she's by herself. If there's a couple people in the office, and it's probably not an issue. But
correct.
Usually when one person's alone there, they
when Kyle comes in, it's a free for all. We say we would no. No, we do.
Got it.
we do keep the door locked for safety reasons because there's a lot of us girls and we're there by ourselves a lot of times.
Sure.
Early in the morning and later in the evening, so it's just become a safety issue.
Sure, but ring the bell.
Ring the bell. We're there. Call us.
Yeah.
Email us. We're available. Reach out to us on the website.
Yeah, check out the website to give the web address.
RoswellNM.org.
Yep, no dashes or
Nancy,
nothing.
Mary, no dashes, nothing. You go straight to our website, and we try to keep it updated as quickly as possible. But of course, there's only 3 of us in the office.
Sure.
So, there may be a day lag time or two.
And then, as always, if you are a business and you're listening to this radio and you're thinking maybe my business can benefit by becoming a chamber member,
it absolutely could.
Please reach out. And just because your business is not in Roswell or even in Chaves County does not mean that being a member of the chamber is not a right fit for you. If you do business in Chaves County,
you should be a member of the chamber.
Be a member of the
and
chamber.
Look at our benefits. We're constantly reevaluating and tweaking the benefits that we offer to our members. So look at our benefits when you want to become a member. If there's something there that you want to see be offered more, let us know. But there also, if there's something that you think we should or could be doing for you, let us know that too.
Absolutely.
Because we're always open to suggestions on how we can best serve our community.
Absolutely.
And our members. And so, like I was just talking to somebody the other day that said one of the things they'd like to have access to more is our boardroom. Well, at their level of membership, they're only supposed to get it so many times a year. And so I had said, well, let's look over all of our benefits. How can we rearrange this package?
Sure.
Which benefits can we move and remove to be able to give you that value? So, call us. Let us know. We've got all kinds of things that we can do. And
Absolutely.
I'm sure there's things that I'm not even thinking about that we can offer.
The chamber's all about making those connections and allowing that growth for everyone.
Correct.
And so if it's towards that goal, the chamber will do whatever it takes to make sure that within legalities, of course, but of doing that, not gonna kill nobody for you, but
no, absolutely not.
But as far as hey, do we need to change a package to make it suit your needs? No problem, we can do that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Just call us. Kyle is our membership director over there. He would love to sit down and talk to you. Of course, anybody that answers the phone at the chamber, any one of us can help you. So it doesn't have to be just Kyle.
Yeah.
But he is our membership.
That's kind of his wheelhouse.
And he loves it. You come in, you'll see him. He's a fantastic guy. He's a great asset.
Yeah.
And of course, anything magazine related, we've got Trace Jolliffe.
Yeah.
But once again, everybody at the chamber, we can all help out in any way.
Whatever person you talk to, they can put you in touch with whoever you need to get to.
And I'm kind of just the jack of all trades.
There you go.
Master of none.
Starting on the fire. That's me. That's my life, is jack of all trades, master of none. But
that's right.
And they've got you covered. So please come check out the website. Come on by the office. Come out this Friday to Loveless's big grand opening
10
event.
o'clock to 10:30. South Union, 1627 South Union, Loveless's new healthcare center. It's going to be a great time.
I bet the food's good too.
Oh, I bet it is.
Loveless always has good food. Everyone that listens to that show, I every time I have Loveless on, I'm like, bring me a burrito.
Their cafeteria, their food is really good.
So I'm kind of like, that's That's the only hospital I've ever been to where I consider going there just to eat lunch. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely.
Most people are like, I don't want to go to a hospital. I'm like, well, their food's good. Let's go have lunch there.
Pre-COVID, people would.
Yeah, they go and eat
and
there.
I don't know if they've opened that part up quite yet because it's a hospital.
But my guess is they'll probably have some food at the grand opening that's done by the Loveless chefs. And I don't care what they make; it's always good. So,
I've
just
never had.
Come for the food and learn about Loveless.
Absolutely. So please come join us. And as always, contact us at the Chamber, 575-623-5695. If for some reason we don't answer the phone, please leave a message. We do call people back. We really do.
Yeah.
We had a little bit of a time where there were a lot of us out, and so there was a lag time, but we have fixed that issue. Call us, email us, come by. We're always happy to help.
Yeah, absolutely. And bring us your questions, queries, and ideas,
right.
and we'll see how we can put it into fruition. So,
absolutely.
Good deal. Well, as always, appreciate the visit. We'll go let you get back, and I'm sure there's probably one or two fires that need to be put out when you get back there.
There's always something. There's no sleep for the wicked.
That's right. So, we'll see you here in a couple of weeks.
Fantastic.
And thank you, as always. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, it is 9:52. Time for news. Sean